Join, wager, cash in, get a $125 bonus. Details at TVG.com.
Welcome back to the quarters. Don't forget you have international racing coming up on Wednesday morning from Shatin. You can wager at TVG.com and bet into those commingled pools. Multi-millions of dollars up for grabs in the pools and in Hong Kong. And to join us on the line, Clint Hutchison, to give us a couple of winners, hopefully, on that Wednesday program. Good afternoon to you, Clint.
Yes, good afternoon, or good evening to you, I suppose. You've got Wednesday back at Shatin. We've got 3 races on the turf and 5 races on the all-weather track, but the 2 horses that I'll be concentrating on will both be running on the turf.
And the first horse you're going to talk about comes in race number 4.
Yes, Fila Calva is the first one I believe we're talking about. Look, he's a really nice horse, this fellow. He's only had 2 runs the whole season, the Hong Kong racing season, so he's been pretty sparingly raced, but he's been an impressive winner both times. The form around the horses that he's beaten has worked out, even though we haven't seen him in a while, it's worked out exceptionally strong. His wins have been very good, like I said. He's drawn a good gate there on Wednesday. He's striking a pretty weak sort of field as well. He won't be any huge spoils in the betting. I think he'll probably get around slightly better than even money, but he should be just too good for them. Like I said, the stable informed, the leading jockey on board, the form around him strong, so he ticks a lot of boxes.
All right, and what other race are we going to focus on?
The other one's another horse that only had 1 run. He ran well down the straight, Shining Champion. Yeah, he ran well down the straight. He'd only arrived about 2 months before that particular race, and it probably came a little bit too soon for him in terms of his preparation. He really needed it in terms of fitness. So he hadn't had an arduous sort of campaign leading into it as far as his works were concerned. So he's had the benefit of that run now. He'll strip a heck of a lot fitter for that particular run. The jockey in the race in the last 150 metres dropped his whip as well. He may well have won had he been able to really get stuck into him with the stick, but unfortunately he dropped it, and that might have been the difference. Nonetheless, once again he's drawn okay. You prefer down the straight course to draw a little high because there's a bias towards the high rails, the high numbers in the barrier draws. There's a bit of a bias at the track there, so it's something your listeners can just bear in mind for future races. Usually you want to be drawn 11 through 14. He's drawn 7, but he's got good gate speed, so he should be able to come across to the better part of the track pretty quick. And that being the case, I think, the enhanced fitness that he'll have now, natural progression from a young horse, he's been settled in a little longer. I think he'll be another winner for John Sides. Both those horses are from the same stable, and I think he's really earmarked these races a fair way out for each horse, and I think they'll both be hard to beat. This guy be a slightly better price Shining Champion. He'd probably be around 4 to 1 because the other horse in the race, Regency Ho Ho, will probably start favourite with Joe Moreira on riding it. So you might get 3 or 4 to 1 about the second one, but I think he'll still do a good job.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Clint. We're taking a look at the schedule. We got the next 2 Wednesdays, and then this coming Saturday, and then we'll take you into some interesting days. Friday, June 27th, and Monday, June 30th are certainly days that you would not expect to have the Shatin action, but that's the next 6 days you can wager at TVG.com.